Hello, it's Jacqueline Moore. Welcome to Jackie's Trans Revolution. It's been a while since I've been on here, and a lot of things have happened. Life in my world moves pretty fast. What can I say? I'm doing okay, actually. I'm getting a little bit better. Things have been really hard recently for a lot of reasons, but what can we do? Except march forward and just live the best life that we can, right? So, I'm looking forward to sharing a little bit more with you. I think maybe this episode I might actually put some makeup on for the first time in quite a long time. I think that maybe a basic makeup tutorial for trans women might be in order, especially since um, I don't really want to get that much out of practice putting my makeup on, right? So yeah, and there goes. So as far as everything goes, it's been rough, especially with finances as they are. But what can we do? It's trying times for so many of us, and we could just do the best we can, right? So, you know, I hope y'all enjoy, and I hope y'all have a great day. And let's see what we come up with next. Hi there. So, my face is kind of dry. It's been kind of all day since I have shaved, and so you can see my stubble is sticking out there a little bit. Of course, the first thing that you gotta do when you're a woman is get rid of your hair if you have it. So we're gonna manage that right now. Okay, I think that'll work for our purposes, and we're gonna go ahead and dig out a few of the things that I have that I use in my everyday life for my makeup when I wear it. Let me get all these things out first, and then we'll go over them one by one. And like I said, it's been quite a while, so this is actually something that I need to be doing. And let's see, we got our famous lipstick somewhere in here. There it is. It's pretty simple. You only need a few things. The first thing that I do is my eyes. So for that, I have my eyebrow pencil in brown, and I have my liquid eyeliner pen in black. Okay. For my eyeshadow, I like to use this Revlon color coordinated eye setup. It's just easier that way, and I had been using pretty minimal makeup for work since the masks made it to where I didn't have to kind of wear that all the time. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do our eyes. We'll also put on my base, which I love this. It's L'Oreal Magic Skin Beautifier. And the eyebrow pen is Maybelline. My mascara is also Maybelline. The eyeshadow I usually use is Revlon. My blush is CoverGirl. My base is from L'Oreal. And if I get to it, I probably won't put foundation on. I haven't worn it in a while. And unless I'm going to go out on the town or something, I don't usually do it. So this is the foundation, and I also use Maybelline Fit Foundation. You can find it at Dollar General, right? So pretty basic stuff. But to apply your base coat and your foundation, the best thing that you can have is a sponge. This one has been around a little bit. I think it's almost time for me to replace it. And then I do have a foundation brush that I like to use to blend in my forehead and neck area. This is the brush that I usually use for blush. I have eye brushes in there, but I'm not using those. And here is my finishing powder brush. I kind of basic, but I don't really use it that often either. I found that my CoverGirl Compact actually is my best friend all day long, and when my makeup messes up, it's really nice to just touch it up with a little bit of your compact and have the day go on without having to do anything extra. So first, I'm going to go ahead and put my eye pen on. I bet you this is going to come out all messed up because I'm using my phone as a mirror. Yeah. If you make a mistake, your best friend is a Q-tip. Usually it requires a little bit of moisture, so problem solved. Next thing we're gonna do is our eye makeup. So here goes. This part is the part where you can start cussing some days, depending on how you're doing. And for me, drawing these straight lines comes a little natural. Putting makeup on is one of the things that helped me discover that I'm an artist. I'm sure I could go further with mine, but for me, after having fought to wear makeup all my life, it's kind of just turned into a necessity and a chore. So I tended not to wear makeup if I didn't have to. And girls, don't think that just because you're a trans woman, that means that you have to be the most ultra feminine whatnot person in the world, because that is not true. And makeup also doesn't need to be perfect. So I think that'll work for what we're doing. Usually use the round brush tip here as a guide. So after a little while you get skilled with it and it's easier to use it as a brush. The next thing that we're gonna do is put on our eyeshadow. When you're doing your eyes, it's really important that you have, well, usually you want a foundation for your eyebrows, for your eye makeup here. But the makeup that I'm using in my kit here has foundation already in it. It's oil based, or cream, if you would. And like I said, this is just a basic makeup tutorial. Makeup is an art. Yeah, they're varying degrees. You want to set this up depending on what you're doing and what your facial complexion is. All of these colors work great for me because I'm either warm or cool, and I forget which. But it's one of those things where it's all about your skin color or tone. Eye palettes like these are a great guide because as you can see, it has a map of the eye, and it's kind of, those are kind of suggestions. I'm not going to put the crease color in there, and there's also some glitter that you can put on top of it, but we're not going to put that on there right now either. You want to wait to put your mascara on until you finished the rest of your makeup so that you don't end up with gloop or whatever all over your eyes. So the next step for us is going to be our base. Now, you want to make sure that you get this spread evenly. And if you can avoid having to do extra work around your mouth, all the better. When you're using this Magic Skin Beautifier, it sets up a little bit quick, and it doesn't have the same characteristics as foundation does. So you kind of get one shot sculpted. You never want to put too much makeup on your forehead. Because if you do, you'll be sorry. It's totally in the norm to have to do some touch up. For your base, you want to make sure that you get the one that's appropriate for your skin type. And the way to tell is whether your veins are green or blue, or whether the shadow that comes through your makeup, where your shadow is, you want to know whether that is green or blue. And for me, it's green, which means orange is the opposite palette that balances that out and takes it away. So a lot of your makeup choices, including which color of eyeshadow, etc., looks good on you, is going to be determined by your skin tone. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Now on your forehead, where you have these creases and wrinkles, what you want to do is work it in. Now I see a few places on my face that could use a little bit more, but if you're using this Magic Skin Beautifier, you've got to be careful because it dries pretty quick, And it's not really malleable at all after that. So, and then you want to make sure that you get around your neckline here. And then you want to blend it in with your neckline. And you want to make sure that you make it all blend in with your skin. So like in my case, like I said, the makeup up here is a little bit oranger. Okay. And like I said, you don't get to mess with this makeup too much after it dries. So one of the common traps that I run into is around my mouth. There'll be a coverage gap or something, and if you just go and try to fill it in, you have a good chance of destroying the rest of your makeup that you just put on. So you have to be careful with that. And also here at the top, we don't want to get too much of our foundation on our hair. Okay. Now, you can go back over with your eye palette here and kind of fix the border there if you need to. Works for me. And the next step is going to be mascara, and we can do that. Then I'm going to have my makeup remover is in the other room, so I'm going to have to pause the video here for a minute and go get that before we get to our next step. And you notice my voice isn't all feminine either. I haven't put that much effort into it because I have so many other things going on. It's not the most important thing to me in the world right now. And remember that. Remember that this transition, the point of it is for you to live a better, a more fulfilling life for yourself. And not to be selfish, but take care of yourself, right? I'm still trying to learn that trick. In a lot of ways, it's easier said than done. I'm not looking to lay down and roll over yet, so then kiss my ass on that one for a little while. Huh. Usually I put mascara on the bottom too. But I guess I chose a little bit better look, different look for today, didn't I? If you mess up your mascara, the best way to fix it is with your sponge. That was quick, right? The best thing that you can get to take this makeup off of your lips is this body drench I find it at Sally's. So generally what you do is you just get a little bit of it on a Q-tip. The brush on this lip stain is shaped like your lips. So you never want to apply the brush to the outside of your lips first, because if you do, then you will probably ruin the outline. Then after you're done with that, you can usually take just a wee little bit of whatever you're using and apply it to the very tip of your sponge, and you can use that. If you mess up and get some lipstick on or some foundation on where the lipstick goes, it's really easy to fix. Just don't use the same Q-tip that has the makeup remover, because then you'll probably end up redoing it. And makeup actually accents the lines on your forehead if you put too much of it. So the next step that I would do is go ahead and put some powder on there. You want to kind of set this and give it a little bit of protection so that it doesn't just wear off. And again, I'm a basic girl. Here's CoverGirl. You don't need any kind of crazy ass, super expensive stuff here. I mean, this is all really basic stuff that you can find anywhere. Yeah, right. Nowadays, the only place you can find it is Walgreens and Walmart and Target. One of the main things to keep in mind is being a perfectionist can actually work to your detriment. But it's really a practice make perfect thing, and the more you do it and the more you use whatever applicator tools that you decide to use, the easier it will get, the more consistent it'll get. And like I said, this is just a basic makeup tutorial, but look at what a difference we made. Right? So, I think now it's time for a little bit of sexy photos.